Hi everybody, welcome back to Minecraft. I'm outside. I had some things happen. I've rebuilt a little bit of that workshop behind me. Bruno, where did Bruno go? Bruno's right there, and that house is still standing. The problem I'm having now, going back to first person mode, is lag spikes. Now I did some things, and I'm going to show you, hopefully in this thing, show you visually how to change the Blood Moon Rising. Blood Moon Rising is, I think it's a little overpowered. OP, as they say in the game world. What happens is the Blood Moon rises and a ton of monsters spawn and they attack the heck out of you. You can't sleep. You can't get rid of them. And that's not the kind of game I want to play. So I'm going to hit Escape. I'm going to Options. What was it? It's under... No. It's under Mod Options. You click Mod Options. You go to... In my case, you go to... Where is it? Random Things. Oops. Where is it? Come on. Random Things. And then you hit the Config button. And then you go to Settings. And then it says Blood Moon Chance. Now the chance of a blood moon happening, 1 is 0. No, 0 is never. 1 is every night. And the default setting is 0.05, which is 5% of all nights. Well, I set mine to 0 because I don't want the blood moon happening. The blood moon stinks, in my opinion. So hitting done, and hitting done. That is the blood moon. Still having lag spikes. I'm not sure exactly how to get rid of them. Let's try some things. So one thing I read, I'm going to hit Escape again. The game is frozen, kind of. Let's go to Video Settings. And let's see, Details. Let's see, what can I change here? Somebody said if you turn the grass off. I'm not exactly sure where that's at. I've got my my game capped at 60 frames per second. The render distance is 8, which is normal. Graphics are fast. Let's see. Other, weather, autosave. Let's turn that to the maximum, 30 minutes. Full screen weather on. Let's see. Hitting done. I can reset this, but I'm not sure that will help. Head bobbing, open, advanced open GL. Let's turn that off. That's where your graphics card, I think, assists you in rendering some of the game stuff. I'm not 100% sure what that does. Let's see. Better grass, fast. Let's hold over for the tooltip. Off is the default grass texture, which is the fastest. Fast is the full side grass texture, which is slower, and fancy is the slowest. So I don't know. I don't know. Still having game problems. I'm hoping to fix it eventually. There's our house. This is our redone workshop. So as you can see, I've been playing a little bit off camera. I've expanded. Before, in the previous video, we only had one skylight. Now we have two because I've moved this part of the building back so I can fit more of our smeltery inside comfortably. Still not as big as I need it to be, but I think this will be big enough. And I finished cooking up all of those seared bricks, and so now we have this configuration where we have the floor and most of the sides for a basic level smeltery. And the only thing I need to have next, if I go to Materials and U, I need to have not any of that, none of that. We need to have more gravel, and more on that in a second, to make more grout, to make more seared bricks, which will give us the full block of bricks. But what we really need to make is this thing here, the smeltery controller, and there was a seared tank. And I'm not seeing it. So if I go back, I hit Escape, and I hit Inventory. Oh, I'm still on creative mode, so let's change that. Game mode S. Survival. The creative mode was to test some things as far as the video to see if we were going to crash the game again. I don't want to do that. You can see my pack is kind of a mess because I've died a couple of times. Here's some gravel that we collected. So before we do that, though, I told you I was going to look for a seared tank. And this is it. Seared tank. And that is glass, a block of glass with seared brick all around. And that is the next thing we need besides the smeltery controller. But the gravel. Now the gravel... Oh, look at this. That's that grass texture. Let's go back. Video settings. Now we have to try to find it. No, done. Let's see. Details. Was it... no, it wasn't. Grass. Default. That wasn't quite it, though. Hitting done. Details. That's where we were at. Animations. Performance. No. Sorry, guys. I'll figure this out in a second. There it is. Better grass. We have it on fast. And we could turn it to fancy. And that makes it look like it's a block of grass clippings. You can't see the dirt. And I actually don't like how that looks. So it was under quality. We're going to turn it off. That looks more normal to me. I'm not sure why they changed that. So that's their grass texture fix. Now let me explain a little bit about the gravel. I'm practically starving here. I've got 2 ham hocks worth of hunger. Here is our gourd garden. I'm going to break a couple of these, get some fruit. Not fruit, vegetables. I'm hearing the hobgoblin. Here is our mine. Now what I did off camera was I collected some of this gravel. I had a big huge lag spike, so I had to stop doing that. But if I pick up a few more blocks, I'm sure you won't mind. There we go. This is apatite ore. That's from the forestry mod. I'm not exactly sure what that does. Let's go downstairs. This was aluminum. Aluminum ore. Dense tin. And some tin. Looking for iron. Do we have any iron down here? There's salt. Peridot. Let's get some of this. So, using our iron pickaxe, which we got from that mysterious town. Let's see. I got to get rid of some things. Have an ender fragment. I've got cantaloupe, confusing powder. Let's get rid of the spider eye. There we go. Now we got 7 peridot. And we can get 10 more, get to 10 altogether. All right, Bruno. You're in the way, buddy. All right. This is where a lot of our ore is. I'm hearing a zombie, but I'm not seeing it. Let's put up a couple torches. So, one right there. One right there. There's a witch. Way over there. I think the zombie, if I crouch, could be down here somewhere. And there's some lava. We're going to need the lava for our smelter. But anyway, we got enough for what we need right at the moment. I think we need sand, now that I think about it, actually. Oop, explosions. So far, the lag spike is behaving itself. I think we're in good shape at the moment. Let's go home, though, while it's still daylight. There's that hobgoblin from Witchery. What is this? Oop. This is more of our food. I'm going to get rid of... Oh, I can put on my boots. I don't know why I don't have them on. And let's see. What else can I get rid of? I'll get rid of the zombie head. I think I already have one of those. This is a stalk garden, so that's more food. I'm going to leave that alone. I'm just going to get home and go for the next step. Alright, I'm at home. I've opened up my chest. It looks like I do have a zombie head in here. I'm going to get rid of my dirt and my books. I'm going to put... This is Mighty Smelting and Materials in You Volume 2. I could hang on to it, but I don't think it's necessary. Tinker's Weaponry. I'm going to need to build a bookcase. But the main thing I got was gravel. The next thing I need, I think, is a shovel. So let's make ourselves a peridot shovel. Boom, there we go. Peridot. Shovel. And we could make ourselves some gem sword, peridot sword, and a peridot pickaxe, and all that other stuff. It looks like the next thing we'll need is an axe. So I'll grab one of those for soon. Alright, let's put the chicken in the furnace. Cook that up. And it looks like it's getting to be nighttime, so let's take a nap. Alright, it's morning time. Okay. How's our chicken? It's cooked. And let's eat it because we are hungry. Now we don't need to cook a cantaloupe. Can we cook a zucchini? No. Another lag spike. So we've survived it relatively easy. If you hover over and you hit U on the item, so here for example, I'm moving my cursor over the zucchini and I'm hitting the letter U, it'll show you what it's used for. So I can make myself a summer squash salad with radish, zesty zucchini. I need cooking oil and bakeware and a lot of fancy stuff. Let's see, I don't have a cutting board. I could make a mixed salad with 2 zucchini, salad dressing, and a cutting board. Anything simple. I could make veggie bait for like maybe fishing. 2 I'm not sure what this is, but 2 zucchini makes that. That's a pot. That is stock. And 1 zucchini will turn into a zucchini seed. So we can plant our own zucchini. Well, that's good to know. However, I think I'm just going to eat it raw. So, 1, 2. Let's eat our cantaloupe. It's not very filling, but we're better than where we were. Alright, we've got our shovel, so let's go get some sand. And let's go over to where our lake is. And along the way, we'll pick up some of this raspberry. In fact, we could eat those right now. They eat pretty fast. Leafy garden. I bet those are vegetables, more like cabbages and lettuce and stuff like that. This is a different kind of berry. This is a berry garden. And hey, I picked it right up, the whole thing, by right-clicking on it. So that's good to know. But over here, let's get some sand. Excuse me, Mr. Chicken. Here looks like a good place. And we'll just get all of this here. And let's get some of... I've already been here, you can tell. Alright, sand. Alright, probably too much sand. But, got a big hole here I'm going to have to fill in somehow. But I've got a stack and 17 to go with our 52 gravel, plus our clay. And since we're here, I'm looking at some sugarcane. So let's get some of that. Sugarcane is useful to have. And we'll leave the chicken alone. And the pig. Because I think we could almost be vegetarian if we wanted to. I'm not sure we're going to be. Here's another big raspberry bush. Let's get a lot of these. So far, so good. Haven't had any problems with the game. herb garden. I'll grab that. I've not seen one of those before. Tall mystical green flower. That's, I think, from the Botania mod. But we're back. And let's go into our workshop and let's make some grout. Bruno, are you anywhere, buddy? I think I left Bruno behind somewhere. I think he's in the mine now that I think about it. Let's go get Bruno. Yeah, I think I left him in the mine. Yeah, sorry about that. I told him to sit. Now, if you don't know already, and I'm sure you know by now, if you right-click on your dog, that gets him to sit and to stand. And stand, of course, is follow. So, all right, let's go back to our workshop and let's make that. Actually, since we're here and we've got our shovel, let's dig a little bit more gravel. So back to our workshop. Now let's make ourselves a better barrel, and I have to remind myself how we did that. So if I type in the mod name, in this case the mod name is Java, I can get all the Java mods. There's barrel hammers, there's dollies, there's upgrades to your barrel. I just want the regular straight barrel, and that is wood logs with a slab and a chest. So, let's see. And I've got this chest next to my tool station, and that holds the ore that I've managed to collect. Not a lot of ore. I do have more flint than I used to do. And I've still got some slabs. So the first things first, we're going to need to make ourselves some chests. Like so. We've got 2 now. Now we can make our barrel. And putting our slabs here. There we go. 2 more Java barrels. Alright. So we'll put this down here. And do we want another one? Let's hold on to the other one. Let's put it in here for now. So now we have the basic grout making materials. If I put my gravel in there. And I did. And what about my sand? There we go. So we've got 1 stack of gravel, a stack and a half of sand, and 2 stacks and a half of clay. So now I've put it in there. I got to take it out. And I don't have any room on my pack, so it's dropping on the floor. So we'll put some things away. Alright. Now we'll make our grout again. I don't need to make a lot of it, so I'm going to be a little conservative here. Let's make 36 of them. Alright. Put our clay back. Put our sand back. And put our, not our grout, our gravel back. Now if you keep clicking, like say for example, let's get this clay out again. See how I have 2 stacks and a bit of clay? Alright, if I click, what is it, right click? Yeah, right click on it, it puts 1 stack in. If I click on it again, really quickly, so like this, all at once, it'll put the whole thing in. But you gotta do it in one motion. So right click to put it in when you have it hovered over, left click to take it out, and then keep right clicking to put it in all at once. I don't know how clear that was. Do we have any? Yes, we have coal right here. So let's smelt up our grout and let that cook. And hopefully today we'll finish our, what do you call this thing? Smeltery. In fact, now that I think about it, I do need a little bit of sand because we got to have at least 1 sand block. So grab a little coal out of here. There we go. Got to make ourselves a glass for the tank. And let's see, what else can we do? I think it's getting dark again. Where did my sky go? Options, video clouds on. Those are those funky clouds. I don't want those clouds. Video. I want other. No. I want... Where is it? Details? Yeah, clouds default. Clouds height off. Let's see. Okay, I think it's custom sky. But for some reason, it's not showing up. Maybe if I changed options, video settings. Bruno, I'm not sure what happened to my clouds. But I'm going to ignore it for now. Because it's getting nighttime. So we're going to go ahead and take a nap. So I'll see you in the morning. Alright, morning. And it must have been the weather because there are the clouds. So I don't know what to tell you. I'm losing my mind. How much of this did we cook up? Just 7. And did we get... Yeah, we got our glass. Alright, so let's make some things. Do we have enough for... We have a casting basin. Well, you know what? We will need one of those. But that's not what we want right now. What we want right now is a controller. Excellent. And I'm going to put my controller in the middle. So there we go. Controller in the middle. And we've got to wait for the rest of this to cook up. We need at least 8. Alright. Did we put all of our grout in here? Yes. Let's make a little more grout. Alright, we're going to make a full stack of grout. And I'm going to put it in here. And let that cook up. We got coffee beans. We've got spice leaf. Winter squash. I think some of this was from our herb garden that we hit. Alright, we've got enough of our seared brick. So let's go ahead and make the last element that we need to make, and that is a seared tank. Alright, dun da da da. We finally have a completed, what do you call this thing? Smeltery. Now this will actually work. So the first thing I need to do is I need to make a bucket and put lava in here. And then when I click on the controller, I have 8 slots for this size smeltery where I can smelt up ores and things. So, let's see. What do you think, Bruno? We've got ourselves a smeltery. Should we call it a day? I think we should call it a day. It's been a little while. I'm hoping this this works for us. So, to recap, we're still working on fixing our problems with running the Minecraft game. I think we're in a good place at the moment. We haven't had really too many monsters attack us. In fact, if I go escape, options, we've got monsters turned on, so I don't know. But anyway, what am I trying to tell you? So we're working on our lag spike issue. We haven't had a crash, so that's progress. We finished our smelter. I showed you our new building. And yeah, we picked up some things. So what I'll do off camera is I'll organize my pack, clean it up a little bit. But next time, I think we'll be in a better place. We'll get some lava. You know what? Let's look at one thing here. Now I think before we go. Clipboard. We need feather, ink sac, paper, and a pressure plate. Alright, let's do this real quick. I think we have all that. We have ink sacs. We have feather. I know we have wood. Let's see. What else did we need? We needed... Oops. We don't want this. Let's put these in here. Paper. We need paper. I think that... And a pressure plate. A pressure plate, if I recall, is one of those. So pressure plate, paper, ink, and a feather. And there we go. We've got our clipboard. So now, to-do list. Right? And now the first thing I could put on there is make a bucket, get lava for smelter. And there we go. Excellent. Oops, don't want to do that. So now, there we go. To-do list. Make a bucket, get lavas for smelter. Now we know what we need to do next time. We'll be a little bit more on task. Oh, and there's a bad guy. This will be a good test to see if our game crashes. And it didn't. Ha-ha! Like I said, we're making progress. Did get a little bit of a lag spike, but oh well. And here's that mystery dust. Confusing powder. Alright, so there we go. There we have it. So we did all that stuff. We made a smelter. We got some materials. We fixed some of our issues. We looked into how to turn off a blood moon. And, yeah. I think we're getting there. So anyway, until next time, I'll see you later. Good luck, and goodbye.